I started skating when I was 11. I've won like a good few medals. I mean, probably my biggest one is like coming back after I couldn't walk and then competing again. I was in and out of hospital every few weeks. And anytime I was discharged, I would pack my bags and I would train for a week. I would get really ill again, come back up, go to the hospital. I didn't have this ability to move my arms and legs anymore. The consultant came through, he was like, oh, well, I don't see anything like wrong, even though we were like, I can't walk or anything. Yeah, he was very keen to just chuck me out the door and be like, you're fine. It was really frustrating. You and yourself know you're not fine. Well, if I could get up and go to the bathroom by myself, I would. It's not fun to make someone else take me, you know. And when I was moved into the urology ward, that was when I met my second neurologist. That was great. She was so lovely. She diagnosed FND. My mum was like, there's something really wrong, like just lie down and stay there, but I was like, no, I'm getting up now. And I used to make my mum wheel me down to the Costa downstairs. I'd try and have a walk about and my mum would go mental, like, will you just sit down? If I kind of let myself go with the tremors and danced, which sounds really ridiculous, not full on dance, just like had a little moment, they would kind of just stop or relax and it would feel a little bit more normal. I think because before FND I did that as well, and it used to drive my dad insane. Like, we'd be sitting at the dinner table, I think he could hear me tapping my feet under the table and like tap dancing, because I've danced since I was quite young. Now I can dance at the table, he doesn't shout at me because it's like an FND coping mechanism. So it's a win-win. It made sense that even though I wasn't well with FND, I was going to put my head down and train. Doesn't matter what muscle you've pulled or how ill you are or what else is going on, you put your head down and you train. I understood that I couldn't walk, but I was just going to skate. I couldn't link the you can't walk to the you can't skate. I just was like, you can't walk, but you'll skate, because I've always skated. I mean, I was like getting wheeled in my wheelchair and people were like, you're gonna put skates on that? Like, that's just ridiculous. It was like, I got to be me again. Everywhere else I went, people wanted to be careful with me. People were like, we can't push her too hard. Like, everyone treated me like I was absolutely made of glass. But Ryan didn't. And it was like, everything was normal again. And he just had this skater that he was getting ready to go and compete. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna sound like a total idiot, and like, I'm actually crazy, but I look at my FND as a whole other person inside my brain. And for some reason we call him SpongeBob. I'm in my head, but my FND's in my head and he looks like SpongeBob. And sometimes it's a fight and it almost feels like having a toddler and that I have to give my FND what it wants before I get to do what I want. When I use my compression leggings, that really helps, and it's like my SpongeBob wants some compression leggings on, and if I put them on then I get to skate and that's fine. I guess in the same way that everyone talks to themselves in their heads, it's just like that, but with an extra member. Oh, I sound like an actual like crazy person. It's a fight for a diagnosis, and then it's an even bigger fight for treatment. And the massive fight is finding someone that has any experience or background with FND. And it is so much more common than I had ever imagined. And when I was diagnosed, I was like, God, like, there must be about 5 of us that have this. But there's loads. And I have had so many amazing messages of people reaching out because they have FND and they've never found someone else with FND. People see me and they see that I have FND and I couldn't walk, and now my Instagram's full of me competing and back on the ice, and things via my Instagram look pretty good again. To have people reach out to me and want to talk to me about how I found help, how I found my diagnosis, how I was coping with it. And I've had so many discussions via my Instagram about how I have different coping mechanisms and different toys and games and tricks I've got that have really helped me out, and it's great to get to share them. My name is Lillian, I'm 19 years old. I figure skate for GB Development Squad and I'm an FND warrior.